unraveling questions that plague our minds, and oftentimes presenting the evidence that may prove them true. Let us take you on a journey where paranormal becomes normal, and where what is right behind you just might be echoes of the afterlife or something more. But fair warning, once you step into the supernatural with us, you might just stay haunted.
Hello.
Hey, we're by ourselves.
Happy Monday. Welcome to another episode of Stay Haunted. Tonight you got Dos Cocos, who are solo. Chris and Audra are spending prepping for Thanksgiving. They got family that flew in tonight. So you got Dos Cocos for
You got us.
You got us. And we hope
And our guests.
And our guests, yes. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody that's in chat. Just want to say thank you for joining us. Hope everybody has a safe travel if you're going to be with family members and stuff like that. So just safe travels, and hope everybody has a blessed and happy Thanksgiving this week. So how was your weekend? How was our weekend?
Started off with a work retreat. Went well. I left Saturday morning and I was stuck for 5 hours driving home from the Poconos.
So a little bit of a long drive.
Someone gave me the wrong directions.
I may have given her the wrong directions on the way home. So unfortunately, took her a little bit longer, but she got home.
An hour and 45 minutes.
So what did we do once you got home? What did we do? How did we spend our Saturday evening?
I then cried. We went to the Ritz with Frankie and say what it's called.
So we had Saturday night. We spent our evening at the Ritz Theater. There was we attended an event hosted by the Parasite Project, Frankie Adeo. It was called the Envisions Expo. It was basically showcasing filmmakers, short documentaries and filmmakers. There was like 3 or 4 of them. I don't remember them off the top of our head, but if you get a chance, I know Frankie posted some on the Parasite website.
There's 3, I think.
Yeah, 3 of them.
3.
And then there was some guest speakers, 2 of which are going to be our guests for this evening. So that was nice to be able to see them. We'll talk about them in a minute. Frankie did a little one-on-one with a medium, Nicole, and I don't recall her last name. And then Kara and Gail from 9 Lives Paranormal were there. Mm-hmm. They did an interesting kind of little session on
Italian folklore, and she's from the Midwest.
The Ozark kind of witch kind of spells and stuff like that.
Make a bag. I wanted to make a bag.
Well, we'll have to make a bag next time we get together with them.
So many things I didn't do.
You did.
There was a woman that was tarot card reading. I didn't see her. I didn't do the bag. We were leading an investigation. We had a job.
We were busy. We were lead investigators for everybody that was all the attendees. So happy Thanksgiving, Jenny. Thanks for tuning in. And Jenny was there. We had a good session and evening with her.
Seminelli there.
Monday Night Football, Everett. I hear you. I'm still recovering from the Eagles' loss on Sunday afternoon to get the 21-0 loss that they had. So understandable, but thanks for being here. We appreciate it. So
Anthony Seminelli.
So that was a great event, and Anthony Seminelli was there. He did a one-on-one chat with Frankie about his experience with the Neurovisor, and Anthony being a spirit artist and
showed all his work and different things from there, the things that he has seen from the Ritz.
Yep. So all in all, it was a great event. If you've never been to the Ritz Theater in South Jersey, Haddon Township, you definitely need to get there. It's a awesome location. I know they're getting ready to put out a bunch of dates for events that they're going to be hosting in 2026. It really is, and we actually, afterwards, the investigation after, we had some crazy. It was just active.
It was a good night.
With everything, the songs, the way that he did it with the Pink Floyd, because at one point during the 70s, it was an adult film
Don't tell them the whole story because we'll
right.
have to have Frankie on.
We'll have to have Frankie
Let's
on to talk
introduce
about
our
it.
guests.
All right, let's get to our guests. So 2 of the guest presenters that were there are that we had met at the Hollow, Kara and Gail's event about a month or 2 ago. Al and Leah. So I'm going to read their bio. Al and Leah from Seeking Ghosts with A&L. Al and Leah, Seeking Ghosts with A&L, are a husband and wife paranormal team on a mission to find out what happens after we die. With backgrounds in psychology, audio engineering, they combine science, curiosity as they explore abandoned hospitals, forgotten asylums, and other eerie locations across the country. As urban explorers and YouTube content creators, they document their investigations through EVP recordings, real-time reactions, and immersive storytelling on their channel, Seeking Ghosts with A&L. Their calm, no-nonsense approach and authentic connection with their audience set them apart as they search for proof of the afterlife and give a voice to the stories that refuse to be forgotten. So they actually did a little presentation, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. They have some evidence they sent us, but they're just a genuine couple from upstate Westchester, New York. So we're going to bring them on. And then a last minute addition, they actually started working with a good friend of theirs. We also have with them his name is Steven, who's starting to help them out with editing their producing and stuff like that. So I'm going to bring them both on. Please give a warm welcome to Al, Leah, and Steve. Welcome, guys.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Coming on.
Thanks for being on. Chris and Audra send their regards and wish they could have been here to join in, but family, they haven't seen them in like a year, so they're
Family
Yeah.
first.
Yes.
They're kids. So
Granddaughter.
Oh, that's awesome.
so
And this one will not stop.
it's like every time like we get going with the podcast, she's like, "Oh, what are you doing? Let me get in your
Like,
face.
I have to be
Be nosy. I gotta be a
part of
nose.
it.
She's got to be the focus. Who's here? Who's here?
Well, now she's
Who's
not
here?
that dumb. She's
Yeah, she's not looking. Usually that works, and when you say who's here, she'll go running
run
off.
to the door. But
She's like,
So,
no, not today. I have to be a star. Aw, she's a
so why don't we start off with Al and Leah? Tell us a little bit about yourselves, how you got involved in the paranormal, and where you guys are located from, and then when you're done, we'll flip it over to Steve, and you can even kind of tie him into how you guys met.
Okay. Want to start?
Well, I'm Al. From Seeking
Hi, Al.
Ghosts with A&L. Hello. Well, we got started probably 4 years ago.
5. Well, I started taking pictures. Our YouTube channel was 3.
Yeah, the YouTube channel we started 3 years ago. We started taking pictures and stuff like that around 5 years ago. A friend of Leah's posted something on Facebook about Letchworth Village. And being close to us, we decided to go there one day and just walk the halls, take pictures. We didn't really have any plans of starting a channel or doing anything like this. It was just interesting. Like me, I'm a big architectural person. Like I love the buildings and the history. I love history. And just to see how things operated there. And what drew me in was when we first went in there, I envisioned a place filled with kids, nurses, things like that. And we just went into the basement and we found the morgue, and things just took off from there. It really inspired me just to start filming little clips here and there. Well, the next day, I went and put up a short 15-minute video that I took in Letchworth. I told Leah, I called her up, I said, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And we putzed around with the name here and there. And that video just took off. And ever since then, we have a curiosity on what really happens after we die. Do the spirits really linger around in these places? Are they trapped there? Do they just come back to visit there because that's all they knew? And from there on, it just led us to where we are.
Yep.
Very
You
cool.
get any answers?
We've gotten like
we started hearing disembodied voices. Like Leah has the ears. I can't hear
I
anything.
can never hear it. I'm like, do you hear that?
I mean, someone could drop a 2x4 behind me. I won't even hear it. But
It's very similar.
I'm very similar to you, Al. I can totally relate to that.
I'm just oblivious to it.
Yeah.
But Leah's like, shush, 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 shush. She always shushing me. Like waving her hand at my face. I'm like, what? She's like, did you hear that?
Or sometimes we will miss
I mean,
it,
we do get,
and then the viewers
do
will
hear
tell
it.
us. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
whether we
check
hear
that
it
out.
or our viewers hear it.
Or we hear it playing it back ourselves on the TV.
Right,
We don't
right.
Really, before Steve, we'll talk about Steven too.
Steve could talk about Steven.
But we would just
Shh,
film.
don't talk about Steve. Steve, he's right here.
Oh, there he is.
But
Live from Steven's
we-
living room.
but before, like, didn't know how to edit. We didn't really even do much history. Like we would just go into these places and not really do a history like of the place.
We
or
didn't do it. We
anything.
didn't investigate. Seek out the histories.
No, so we would just film from his iPhone and
We would just see it and be like, "Oh,
upload
let's
it.
go in there."
yeah,
Right.
and then we would upload it. So we would
Right
be
to
watching
YouTube.
it with everybody else, basically. So we're like, wait, rewind that. Or someone would say, hey, at this time, 2033, you guys got a voice, or you guys caught a shadow at the end of the hall or something. So we just got used to relying on that, since we don't know much about like the whole
Editing
aspect.
part.
Yep.
Right.
It's great that I ran into Steve that day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before we get to Steve, just
Yeah.
real fast, Leah, and I may have blanked out for a second. So you're kind of, how did you both, I mean, did you just kind of, I know you started investigating and went to, just kind of
You just did it together?
did it
Like, was
together.
just-
Yeah.
Was there ever a curiosity about the supernatural or paranormal?
Well, I guess for you, Elle.
For me, it started. I was previously married. Okay, I lived in a house in Eastchester, New York, and a woman in that house passed away in the bathroom.
Okay.
So we were eating dinner once at the dinner room table, and I caught a figure walking across the living room, heading toward the stairs, going upstairs. And my ex-wife says, "Oh, did you see that?" And I said, "Yeah, I saw it." And my older son says, "I saw it too." So I'm like, what the heck was that?
Did
So
they
another
tell you
time-
when you bought the house that she had died?
Yeah, we didn't know someone died in there.
Okay.
And then another time I was laying in the family room on the couch, and the door goes out into the stairwell. But this was a little kid, and it was standing on the steps looking at me. So I thought it was my younger son. So I was like, Michael. And I got up, went over to him because he was around 2 years old. I went upstairs, and he was sleeping in bed with my ex. So I said, woke her up. I said, "Did he get out of bed?" And she goes, "No, he's been in there the whole time." But the
Right.
little girl was just standing, holding onto the railing like this, looking at me.
Mm.
So I don't know where the kid comes from,
Okay.
how he got involved with it. But the woman I saw walking across, I was thinking maybe that's,
Related.
her who died. But I didn't have any interest in the paranormal at that time.
Right.
But I
And
know
you
what I
didn't want
saw.
to run, and you didn't want to scream or anything?
No, not at all.
Oh, well.
I know what I saw, and I was just like,
Right.
okay.
And for me, I always grew up like young, watching horror flicks, like young, I'm talking like 70s, where you see like the older, where the hand comes out of I remember at my grandma's, the hand and goes Thriller. And I just always watched like young Poltergeist. And I was just so into those from like 5 years old that I would just watch them. And I love the feeling of being scared, that I don't know. I always wanted to be in a horror film. So that's my dream.
Very cool. Very
But
cool.
yeah, and I remember my mom too. She was in a second marriage with my father. His first wife died of ovarian cancer, so she raised their children before I came along. And she told me, in her dream, she never met the woman, nothing. And she said, please take care of my boys.
Oh,
And I remember my mom saying that, and then thinking back, I'm like, wow. So, I mean, she probably had experience too with that dream, that lady, their mother coming and saying, please, care for my kids.
right.
So that was pretty wild. That's always in the back of my mind too.
Very cool.
Thank God your mom took care of them.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of like a blessing too.
Yeah, your brothers.
Yeah, my brothers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So then you guys got together, and then you started your
We
urban
started our
exploring
journey.
and video, and I like the
We'd
concept.
be getting some experiences in Letchworth too, like when we were just taking the pictures. So I think that's how it all started. Then we did the research on Letchworth, and then we started going to more and more places that were haunted, and watching a lot of YouTube videos to see the techniques and different that people
So we learned
use.
different things from different investigators
Yes.
over
And
years.
you made it your own, right? So you kind
Watching
of
YouTube. But we always said we're not going to fake anything.
Oh,
We're going to be a non-BS
BS channel.
channel.
right.
I'm not
Capture
gonna
for
fake
us and
nothing.
everybody else.
Right. If we capture something, we capture something. If we don't, we're still putting a video up
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
because it's a
And
good
that's the reality. I mean, that's because we've been on,
Yeah.
we've been on investigations when we don't.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, they
It's
just
not. They
always,
always don't want to talk to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you don't know until you get home. When you replay things, you're
Right.
like, oh,
Exactly.
God, I didn't know that.
Because we would watch it as soon as everybody else watched it on YouTube. We'd be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, let's sit down and get popcorn, and watch our movie."
Right.
These different places are just so, without even capturing anything, they're really interesting anyway. Just
Right.
looking around and exploring each room and the history of everything. So that alone, I think, can entice people, without even capturing anything.
And I was
Right.
just getting ready to bring you into the mix,
Yeah.
Steve, as far as, so now we we know that Al and Leah just, hey, we're taking videos, and I love that no BS approach. They're putting their footage right up, uploading, no editing and stuff like that. But tell us how you got to meet or associated with Al and Leah, and to kind of help them out, and tell us a little bit about your background and how you're tied in with Seeking Ghosts with the A&L.
Yeah, I'm very I love doing I work in the IT field, in networking and internet and all that kind of good stuff, but I really enjoy doing production and editing. That's where I feel I really enjoy doing that. The other stuff is a job. This is really enjoyable, doing this kind of work. And I happened to meet Leah in a Walmart.
Crazy things happen in a Walmart. I'll give you that.
Yeah, Walmart of all places. And I haven't seen Leah in
At
years.
Walmart, you got to watch out who you run
Well, they
into.
went to school together too.
Yeah, I haven't seen Leah in a long time. And it was funny. We just happened to, as soon as we saw each other, whoa, how are you? So we, and she was kind of explaining what they were doing on YouTube, and they had their own channel, and they actually also mentioned that they also do these investigations with an old friend of mine, Craig, who is in a lot of their videos.
Yes.
So that alone got me interested alone to reunite with him as well. So
Craig.
yeah. So Leah needed, she was kind of, she was asking me for help on the technical side of things, which I felt that I could add and really make a good contribution to their channel in that regard.
Right.
So, that was about what now? Maybe 8 months ago?
Probably, yeah.
Wow.
Maybe something like that. Maybe almost a year. And it was that was the quickest year ever, because it's been really,
Right? I know,
yeah.
that's true.
It's been a
But,
fun
I mean,
ride
you're
working with these two again.
You're doing an
He's
amazing
doing a great job. And I love when he comes with us, because me and him have some laughs, boy.
I was getting ready, and that's what I'm going to ask. So, Steve, tell us about your first paranormal investigation with these two. And was there like an oh shit, or like like you had an experience, and then like you're running, almost running out the building type of thing?
Well, it took some convincing to get me out there in the first place, because I'm like, they'll tell you I'm kind of like a skeptic. I kind of like working behind the scenes. I don't like going on camera very often. So doing this is kind of new for me too. Yeah. So, but I kind of feel like, okay, I'll work behind the scenes. I'll edit and I'll help you make your videos, a little bit, better and enticing, and, add some good titles and try and bring some value to their channel. But then they convinced me to start going on and doing some investigating.
Oh, real good.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with that.
You're not.
So
You have to
I'm
try.
very convincing.
So there were a couple times when I'm like, you hear these sounds and I'm like, what was that? And I get creeped out. Like, what was that? So we were trying to debunk like what those noises were. And I get a really uneasy feeling for things I can't explain. And doing the kind of thing that Al and Leah do in these investigations, that's all they are. It's unexplained phenomenon that happen in these different locations, especially in the manor house where we do most of our investigating, because we actually have access to that place. And I'm sure Al and Leah told you about the manor house. But
we're already planning a little
I know we can't.
Oh, good.
A little get together, I think, at the manor house.
I think the three of us, as much as we know that manor house inside and out, at night we still get nervous going there and doing investigations, even though we've come out, we've gone there quite a few times already. It's just a very creepy place.
Sorry, my son.
Our older son just came in, so that's why she. So don't mind if she wanders
I've been
off.
seeing his shadow. I was like, "What the hell is that?"
She thought we were having paranormal activity during the live show.
Well, good thing. Yeah.
Doors are opening. We're hearing footsteps.
Who's there?
Gotta make sure that you nip that in the bud. Make sure there's nothing going on behind your back there, right?
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah. So with all that being said, I've also gone on to other places that, sometimes kicking and screaming, I don't want to go. Oh, come on, So, especially at night, I'm not very good at these places at night. So I'm very,
As long as you have a flashlight, you're okay.
I'm going to use that one on you now, Stephen.
But there's been some times, that it's been a little bit hairy at times, I guess, to put it plainly. But it's always fun, going out there with Al and Leah. They're definitely one of a kind for sure,
So before we start getting to some of the evidence that they sent us, and what was your what's your most memorable, Steve, kind of experience investigating from the times that you've been out with Al and Leah?
I have to say, which I kind of say this every time, we were at a children's psychiatric hospital in Rockland, and I remember when we were going through like the main common area, and we had something was thrown at us like a battery, and it made this sound, and like something broke and fell from the ceiling, and then we look up and the ceiling fan was turning, not fast, but turning. And
I'm assuming there was no power in the building.
No power in the building. It's been abandoned for years.
Right, Steve? The only thing we saw that we could think of was a 9-volt on the floor, but
we don't even know if that was it.
We don't. It just looked like it was out of place, and I went back on the footage, and it wasn't there before, at least, so we kind of figured out that it was most likely that. But the thing that scares me is not only, the paranormal, but it's actually real people that you may run into, in these places. So that gets me a little creeped out that, there's someone else here,
Right.
So just real fast, I just want to say hello to some of our new friends and listeners that come in.
Hey, everyone.
Shout out to 305. Hello to Figment. 305, they're good friends of ours down in Miami. They're investigators.
Awesome. Hi, guys. Thanks for joining.
Mondo and Jenny, we're supporters of each other, and that's the thing. We always try and support each other.
Yes.
Hi, Carmela.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, that's her.
Carmela.
Hi, Carmela.
Carmela. Hi. So, but yeah, just thanks to everybody for being here. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, all right, let's get to some footage, and we're going to start with. So, since we were talking about it, mentioning it before, was the Manor House. So we can talk through these. So that you guys sent us 3 pictures. I believe it, and I'm going to put up the first one. Right.
Yeah,
so
that's the Manor House.
That's the Manor House.
that's
I
the
like
Manor
that.
House. So tell us a little bit about it, and then we'll go into some of the pictures that you sent us.
Okay, well, that's the Manor House in Briarcliff Manor, New York. We do tours there. In 1900, on that same spot, was a school for women that was an agricultural and horticultural school. It burnt down in 1900. Some of the girls perished in that fire. 1925, this building was built on the same exact site.
Okay.
Now, if you see the front door there under the awning,
Right.
right above it, the red windows that are lit up red just above the awning,
Yep.
the project manager was driving up there because they had guys working inside, and he saw a woman standing in that window.
Alrighty.
So he went inside, checked the whole building out. No one was there, but he knew what he saw.
Yep.
And a couple of other times in some of the side windows, we caught pictures in there.
Okay.
Yeah, one
So
that Steve took.
Yep.
Okay. So, which takes us to the pictures. So I'm gonna now, or do you know, are all these pictures from the Manor House, or we'll just
No. Some
Okay.
of them are.
All right. So here's the first picture. All right. So
This was at Peter Pratt's in Yorktown. It's a restaurant.
okay.
Now, the restaurant is in the basement of this old house that was there during the Revolutionary War.
Right.
So I'm filming, and Leah is standing in between the tables. It used to be a horses' quarters, like where they kept horses and stuff like that in there.
Right.
So standing right behind Leah, it's all stone, the walls. You could see an image behind where Leah is right there. This was sent to us by one of our viewers
Right.
on YouTube. The one in the middle,
Oh, wow.
he blew it up.
Yeah.
He enhanced it. You could see kind of the coat from the Revolutionary War, the guy's beard, his nose, his eyes, and all that. And then there's another one that
you can see all the face. You can definitely see. I mean, you see the facial features,
Right.
the eyeballs, the mouth, and stuff
and
like
I
that.
I show that to the owner, and he goes, "I don't see nothing there."
I didn't want to believe it.
I mean,
No.
yeah,
But he only had that restaurant for I think like 2 years. But our good friend Laura actually worked there. That's why we went there.
right.
She said contact them because she had such crazy stuff happen in the kitchen where dishes would fall and some other stuff. So she goes, you have to, call him. And he goes, when we're closed, you can definitely come, after hours. And if I can like sit in, and we said, yeah, we don't care. That's
Right.
awesome. Maybe, something will happen, but I don't even think we got too much there. But then they sent us that and I was
picture.
like, that's wild.
That's
I mean,
a heck of a capture.
It's clearly,
And they tried
you could see
debunking it themselves. They had a team of 5, I believe. And he's like, we all tried debunking it
And they
we couldn't. So
Right.
we're sending this to you and see what you think type of thing.
Right.
That's the dog. That was the dog.
That's the dog. The
That
little,
was my front door, Howard.
That's yeah.
so yeah, definitely the details in that picture. You could even see it. So
Yeah.
let's go to picture number 2. And you can tell us about this one.
That one, Little D used to come with us. And
On our channel.
on our channel. She
Okay.
took 3 pictures, and this was the only one that came out.
In the middle.
In the
middle picture.
yeah.
Okay.
This also is a mansion in Briarcliff Manor, which they sealed up
It was a
tight.
nursing home.
A nursing home. Well, it was a mansion at first, then it became a nursing
Yes.
home. And that room back there goes It's all dirt floor, and it goes underneath the building, probably about 20 yards back. And there's a little workshop off to the side. And this picture was looking into that back room from the janitor's area.
And it's almost like that. It kind of, to me, because you can
It
see
looks like
the
an
eyes,
alien face or something.
almost, and that's what I was kind of like when I first saw, when we saw it, because this was, I think, one of the pictures, I think all three of these pictures you had that Saturday night. And when I was looking, that's what I was, when I first saw it, that's what was my first impression, was that it was an alien face. But I don't, looking at it now, I almost kind of think it's
Or
kind of like
a skeleton, like of an older
female.
woman.
Hollowed out eyes to
Right?
me.
Hollowed out eyes, but it's almost got like a female kind of appearance.
Right. I could kind of see hair now on the side. There's like hair and
So that was
jawline.
phenomenal. That little D even caught that. That was like, I was like, whoa. And then she circled it and sent it to us. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And in that building, we got black shadows. We got knocks.
Yeah.
That we even missed the knocks after.
We slept over in there in tents.
Yep.
Which I'll never do again.
Yeah, so Carmela and I, we've been together since high school. So I remember we used to go tent camping up in the Poconos and stuff like that. But yeah, we would glamp camp now if we had to and sleep in tents and stuff like that. So I feel your pain.
But even in a building, inside a tent
that you can't see.
Still scared
And
the
you
hell out of me.
hear
I don't get
stuff?
scared easily. I was like, nope.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Lacey was chewing on her toy, squeaky toy. It jump scared Jenny.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what the problem is, but she's
very needy
Oh my
tonight. This
gosh.
one,
Hi.
Lacey, go play.
Oh, she's so cute.
She's here.
No.
So, but yeah, what do you think? What's your, when you saw it, what was your impression of that figure?
I could see a face. To me, it looks like a lady's face to me.
Yeah.
Almost, and kind of like peering around or kind of peeking, kind of creeping
The more I
around.
look at it, you can kind of see hair. It looks like it has
Yeah,
hair.
Almost kind of
and
like
it's
parted. I
going
gotta
like
go over
that.
Like,
here.
Yeah.
like an old
Like
lady
turn to the
skeleton
side,
thing.
like
Maybe like a curl. Well, I don't know.
But
it's just
It's
weird
like
looking.
Creepy.
Make it bigger.
now the pictures that were taken, you said they were three. This was
Yeah.
the one of the three.
That's the second picture.
Yeah, that
But
was
it's all in the
second
same spot. Three
Yep,
pictures, same
one.
spot.
Yep.
Straggly hair. That's what I see too.
Very good. Yep. Yeah, Jen sees straggly hair. Yep, definitely.
Yeah. It looks like the hair's parted down the middle,
Yeah.
off to the side, like blondish. And then you can kind of see
Or gray.
a mouth. It looks
too.
like maybe a mouth and a nose.
Yeah, mouth
just-
and nose
that-
down the
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 bottom.
more I look at it, I really never stared at it and looked at it like this, but
Were you a little hesitant to look and stare into the black
It's like
eyes there,
everyone
Al?
else spent a lot of time down there, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go to the third and final pick that you sent us.
So this one was at the Manor House, taken inside by Kara from 9 Lives Paranormal, and she sent it, and I said, "Oh my gosh, it looks like, to me it looks like a woman with a white collar."
Yeah.
And I said maybe it could be Mrs. Knox, the teacher from where the school burned down, or I don't know, and anyone that came through, I guess, there, even when the Rockefellers had it, who knows? Because I did have a speakeasy downstairs
Yeah,
too.
there used to be a speakeasy in the basement.
So
the old speakeasies.
Yeah.
who knows who's
I'm not a fan of the
lingering around? But
Yeah. So, yeah, and it's almost kind of like Misty. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's to me, it's more like I can see kind of like the face and the out, in the center of the circle. It's for me. It's
Steve,
you
what do
really
you
have to
see?
focus
We
on
can't see you.
Sorry, Steve. Yeah,
Steve,
where are you at,
blocking you
Steve?
Steve, where are you?
Where are you?
Steve, where are you? There you are,
There
Steve.
you are, Steve.
Hi, Steve. Peekaboo, Steve.
Steve, you're supposed to go, here I am.
So yeah, Steve, what?
Good.
Yeah, no, you're good.
So, do you see anything? Can you see it?
I do.
No?
But I have to, you got to really focus on that one, because that one is definitely a little bit of work to try and make something out of, because just the way, I guess it was zoomed in
Right.
Yeah, I think it's zoomed in.
I think the image, because it was zoomed in a bit, it's a little bit
Green.
pixelated. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, I could definitely see how the head is, kind of angled to the side a little bit.
The side really.
Yeah.
And then she's kind of holding her head
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you foolish humans."
So but yeah, those first two definitely. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about those first two. So I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
definitely make out nice facial features and stuff like that. And we're glad to hear that you take multiple pictures in a row.
Yeah.
Or at least those people that investigate with you have taken,
Yeah.
at least 3 minimum. We actually, just a quick little, where we were at the Ritz, and I don't know if you were there when I talked about this. So where Carmela, when it was probably after you guys had left there, we at one point, and this is probably going back a year and a half or so.
No, I think we first started.
Or maybe when we first started, maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we were there, and Carmela was sitting in the front of the main theater, and we had taken multiple pictures, and I have an old Polaroid, and she was feeling sensations of cold and this and that, and then she had her digital recorder going, and then I'm like, all right, let me take pictures. So I took 6 consecutive pictures with her in the frame, and then we had a mist that started off from one side, and then with each it started, you could almost see it and I took 6 pictures in a row in the same spot, and you could see it start to manifest and then kind of slowly work towards her, and then literally where it looked like it was sitting right next to her or on her. And
I said, "Oh, are you here, or are you sitting next to me?" And you hear a voice that says, "Hi,"
which
just,
is what
you just heard the voice. Yeah,
a little girl, which is believed to have,
And
the spirit at the theater.
Our other co-host is like an expert on those things, so we immediately sent it to him. He ruled out that it was like the tracking, with Polaroids and the wheels. He went through the whole thing. He's like, "No, I can't debunk that."
Wow, that's amazing.
Closer and closer.
So we can, as far as going to the theory of making sure you just, try and always take multiple pictures in a row and stuff like that. So, but all right, let's get to the video stuff. You guys sent us some clips from different of your investigations. The first one that we're going to share is called "Ran at Us." All right. Now, for our guest, it's a little bit of a long one, so please stay with us. Real fast, going back to the Figment, wondering if you ruled out if it was pareidolia. It could have been a pareidolia. I mean, it's, with that last one, it's possible. That's why, you try and make multiple pictures. It was zoomed in, so I'd have to, when we get together with Kara, I'd like to see the picture in person, kind of to see it and stuff like that. So, but yeah, definitely multiple pictures. So, all right, here we go. Let's get to the good stuff. So this first one, for our viewers, hang in with us. This is it's a 2 minute, 23-second clip. So, do you want to kind of talk about it? So it's titled "Ran at Us." Do you want to practice before we show it?
Sure. So I was making the short. I think you were filming, and I said we heard a tap, but then in playing that back, we're both standing there. You can see I'm like by Al with the camera, and he's next to me, and it's not a tap. It sounds like clear running toward us, and then it just stops. So I don't know. I'm curious to know what everyone and you think.
Right.
All right, here we go. Let's find out and see what our audience thinks. And here we go.
Please tell us.
Yep.
This is Leah.
Hello, spirits. Well, you said we're in danger. Why are we in danger? That's disgusting.
No reason.
Exactly. Yeah.
just hanging.
Just hanging. You're just hanging out in here. Which building is haunted? If this one isn't, where should we go?
NYC
Me too.
and Congressman. Coming years,
Is that you?
bonds and
Maybe.
yeah. Look at the last.
Look at the last. The last door? You know, I feel like squatters.
NYC is
And it said, look at the last. It was right there in the beginning. Did you go?
That's what I was going to say. I thought, and that's what I was just telling her. I says, I think it was right in the beginning. You heard dun 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 dun.
Yep.
So those 2.5 minutes. I'm not going to go back. Unfortunately, I
Right.
can't go back and play it. But so for anybody that wants to hear it, it's definitely right in the beginning. I definitely hear the two.
Yeah.
I hear the
And it's in our shorts too.
right,
Okay.
and then I hear you too, kind of. And that's what I kind of cued me. It's like, oh, that was the running that I heard because I see you turn. I think Al, you turn to Leah, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Like WTF? What was that?
We're
Was
like,
that?
oh, we heard a tap, but then playing it back, I'm like,
You
it
can hear
sounds like
dun,
it's
dun, 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 dun.
running.
So yeah. So
The same. You hear the same voice come over the Vox a
Vox.
couple of times too.
yeah.
It was
It sounded like they were talking
That
about.
was Letchworth Village.
that was in Letchworth.
in Thiels, New York.
I felt like was there like an election that was like NYC Congress.
Yeah,
We
it was
had
like
here.
you heard.
Too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we were thinking that's what we were
Congress.
talking about.
I heard
New York City.
actors. Oh, they're just actors.
Well, that
Heard
building we were in was one of the
The admin.
admin buildings.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. All right. So that was interesting. Yeah, definitely heard it. So, but yeah, and that's what I was curious
And
when
we were the
when
only
listened
ones
to the
in there and side by side, and I didn't hear it again, like as we're walking either.
Right.
Just
Right.
that one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. You definitely heard the footsteps. I heard it. I heard the running and stuff. So, all
That's
righty,
pretty cool.
very cool. All right, here we go. So this one is titled "Activity by the Ouija Board."
Oh,
Carmela's
I
favorite.
don't like Ouija.
I don't like
No.
Ouija boards.
Al only got it from me because I wanted it as a gift.
For 3 years, she was
Bless
telling
your
me
heart.
I don't like them.
Me either. Me either. I don't even want to look at them. I just
Nope.
shut my eyes and walk the other way.
So,
And this was at the Manor House, by the way.
I buried ours in the back of Steve's
Okay.
house.
so Steve, real fast, were you now with Steve? Was that first clip? Was Steve with you guys on that one?
I was
you-
not there on the first clip.
No.
No, it was just
So
me and Leah.
With this, you were outside.
Oh,
We
you
did
were with the Ouija
one-on-ones
board.
here.
So Steve was with the
He
Ouija
was
board.
with the Ouija board.
All right,
I
here we
was.
go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Activity by the Ouija board. All right.
Hi, I'm alone in the Manor House. Just Leah. Can you move that chandelier? Can you touch the cat ball in front of the Ouija board again? Please? Oh my God, no way. And Al and Steve were outside.
Yeah, because we were doing one on.
And I missed
a
it the
long
first time, and I was like, "Come on!" So that's why I was like,
And that's always the case, Leah. And I was thinking you were going to have that reaction because we've had the reaction too when we use the cat ball. And listen, so you're the only one in there. You're not really moving around.
"No, I was sitting on the stairs."
Right. So like, and that's always the case. It's like you turn around and you're like, God dang it.
No, but I love it that we all had that same reaction when the cat ball went off. We were like, yes.
Yes.
Even us here,
Yeah, we
like,
were glad because Leah had some technical difficulties the first time around that night.
Yeah, I
I
had
know.
the GoPro on me, and it wasn't even filming the whole night. Steve actually realized it's like, wait, your camera's not even on.
Oh
I'm
man,
like, come on! And I got such crazy activity.
right.
That's all right.
when it
We
happened.
were doing
happened.
one-on-ones.
But I do love that we all had that same reaction.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it went
Like,
off. Like, thank God.
We were
You're
glad
not
too.
crazy.
That was inside the manor house.
Yep.
Also.
Very cool. I can relate when we were, Chris and Audra managed the house down in North Carolina. And we went down there and I had in the upstairs, I had my camera on and it was your camera and it had an external mic and a certain somebody occasionally from
It
time to
happens.
time would forget to maybe turn on the
microphone.
external microphone. So it was just audio and no, or just video and no audio. And it's like, God dang it. Why didn't I remember? So I always like repeat to myself 1,000 times, turn on the external mic, turn on the external mic. So
I do it all the time.
Steve actually, we done that, right? And then you made it. He actually really did an awesome job. He made it like, what'd you do, Steve? You tell
Silent
me.
movie.
Silent movie.
Silent movie.
I put up like the old cards,
I'm gonna send you
the old
I'll find
title
it. I'm
cards
gonna-
with the words on it. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Raul, yeah. So Tower Paranormal, our friend investigator,
with us,
Raul was
right?
with us. And
Yeah.
yeah, and I just like, really? I got home. I'm like, God damn it. I'm
Like,
like,
oh man, I
It
know.
happens. It happens. You know, it's,
Oh,
it's
Jesus.
awful when it
We're
does, but it does
human.
happen.
We're alive. We're
So-
human.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So this next one is WTF.
Oh, I think
That's
that was
for-
with
What
you
is
guys.
this?
That burst of energy. I think that was with you and Al, Steve, and Zach and Edwin, if I'm not mistaken. That
Oh, is
burst
it
of
was
energy.
that like that white thing, that white flash? That
And that noise.
All right, here we go. We're gonna show it, but you
Yeah.
are correct, Steve.
Guys,
All right,
please
here we
tell us
go.
what this is.
All right, so this is WTF. What is this?
They didn't even hear it.
No
Zach
one,
and Ed,
no one
when-
heard it. No one saw
It was
that.
right in front of Al and Steve. They didn't even. And that's a wall there on the
A
left.
door, and it's
A
a
door.
door that's on a leaning on the steps, and we were walking down to it, and you could hear the noise like it's being shot out of a potato gun or something.
Right,
And you just see this white thing fly
But no one
across.
saw anything.
We didn't
that
hear
day.
it, and we did not see it, so we have no idea. We saw it playing it back. I caught it.
it amazes me that you could be focused on one thing and not even realize
Right.
what's going on around you. You know.
And that thing's
Right.
booking, whatever it is. I want to play this.
noise.
Let's play
It
the
looks
clip.
like it
Let's
comes
play that
out of the
again. So
door.
that's I was just picking up the flash. I wasn't even thinking about the audio aspect of it.
It was like a
Yeah.
t-shirt.
Neither were we.
Yeah, listen to it again. It looks like it shoots out of the door.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's see. A
And
little
that
bit,
was slowed down a lot too.
and that was
Yeah,
slowed down.
yeah.
It was really
The
quick.
full video. I gotta send you the clip and
Yeah,
see what
send me
you
the
think
clip.
of the full video.
We
You
have
almost miss it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
That, and me, my passion is with investigations.
He's an orb.
I'm an orb guy, and I know it's a touchy subject, but I mean it's going fast. Could it be an insect? I don't think. You know,
Not
could it
that
be?
rate.
I mean, that thing was booking. So
And that
I'm
was
not
slowed
saying.
down.
The
And
noise
like you said, that
was
was slowed
crazy. It sounded like someone was
Right.
shot at them.
Right.
Yeah,
We have no idea what it was.
I was slowed down very much.
yeah, and that thing was still booking. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
Because I was using the slide on the camera on the phone, going back and forth, seeing where it comes out of, when it
Yeah.
makes the noise.
I'm gonna play it one more time.
Yeah,
One more time because I want to say, because I think I don't think it comes out of the door. I think it does come from left of,
Needy's back
from
again.
Needy's back. Here's Miss Lacey. Oh, you want to watch the video clip this
Okay,
time
you
too?
watch
Here we
it,
go.
you give your
Here you go.
opinion.
You
Tell us
give your
what it is,
opinion.
Lacey.
You missed it, Lacey. You missed it.
Oh,
Oh, she's coming full up. She's coming up on everybody's lap. So
She wants them to look at it.
she wants
Yeah,
another
she's
look.
like, I'll tell them what it is.
But we have no idea what it was. Anything.
Yeah, no, that was quick. It was,
But
I mean,
not.
Even
It's
the
not
full
even
video,
that. It's the noise.
right. And the noise itself,
The
yeah.
noise is what's puzzling me.
Did you
Yeah.
hear that? You didn't
No,
you
we
said you
did not.
didn't hear that real
I
time,
did not
right?
hear it at all.
Okay.
I,
I mean,
think
it
it's
could be-
super quick.
When you do slow down, sometimes you could get some audio that maybe it's just maybe of like a footstep or something
But
like
you
that.
hear it.
But yeah,
regular though. You
I'm
hear
gonna
noise.
send you the link to the
You do.
full video.
yeah, please do.
Tell
Yeah,
you where,
definitely will
where
do.
it happened, so you can see the full video and determine
We
like what
can't.
you
We
think
can't
it is.
figure it out. It's not so much that;
Right.
it's the noise.
Right.
You know what? I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
You'll be trapped
Prison
with a
Dark.
prison guard. Just
I was
miss.
just
Gotta watch
thinking
out.
Poison dog.
Or something like that, because
You
it's
don't
so
know.
weird.
When you hit it like a little straw,
Yeah.
Right. Right.
When we watched the video, we were both like, wait, what? Al goes, what was that? And I said, rewind that. And we're like, what was that? So we called Steve right away and we're like, watch this wherever the section is 20, whatever. And he's like, what? No one heard that. And I said, no, and look at Zach and Edwin. They're just sitting
They're just
over there
standing
where it
there
like looks like it flew and they didn't even turn around.
Well, there's a wall between their room and our room.
Oh, there was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
those two guys.
I envision Raul, Raul, the blow dart. I think of Jim Carrey when he's the native and he's like, that was funny,
Yep.
Raul.
Oh yeah, I had to make it. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Not
Joy.
leaving you
Lacey's saying don't ignore. All right, so we got one more, and we're almost out of time here. But we got one more clip, and this one is pretty neat. This is disembodied voice at Glencliff, right?
Yep. And Steve, you were there.
That's where we caught that picture of the lady's face in the basement.
Okay.
Very
No.
cool.
Yeah, Glencliff. Oh no,
Was that-
Glencliff is Hamilton Fish's mansion.
Indian?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
Let's see.
All right, here we go.
Times and I'm like, it's the spirit singling me out for like whatever reason.
That was, I mean, you definitely hear Leah being.
Oh, I always say babe.
Yep.
That's
I
pretty cool.
heard.
He was
Oh,
ahead.
yeah.
Steve was behind me and he hardly ever says Leah or talks
Yeah.
that much, So when I called him once I heard it, I'm like, oh my gosh, because we were going back there to show him like where we caught the apparition in the doorway and the mist and everything. And on our way out, it was getting dark and Steve was freaking out. We got to get out of here.
Yeah.
And then we're
That
walking
place
through that
scares the hell out
church
of me.
and that's where I heard it. And I was like, oh my God.
So what I heard was, hold on to Leah.
Really?
That's what I heard. But play it one
We're
more
gonna
time.
play it one more
Oh
time.
my gosh.
Here we
They,
go.
they didn't want you to leave.
They didn't want you to leave.
Wow.
That's what I hear.
I missed that.
That place
Yeah.
is so creepy in the dark. I hate that place, right, Stephen?
I think it's getting in and out of there that make me a little bit
Yes,
nervous.
it's a pain to
You
get
got to
in
put a
and out.
3-foot
darker
ladder
it
up
gets,
to the
the harder it
outside
is.
and a 6
Yeah.
foot on the inside. But it was really, really
Yeah, he
warm
said
a
hold
day
on,
me and
Leah.
Leah
Yeah.
went there.
Yeah, hold on, Leah.
On Leah.
Yeah, that's
Hold on,
wild.
Leah.
So, and that's
Totally. So whatever
I
it was,
guess
they didn't want
back,
you to
we
go.
haven't been back there since.
I really don't want to go back there. I'm serious,
It'll
guys.
be a fun time.
I get freaked out in this place.
I get it.
It's like the
Fun,
Remington
fun,
house. You go
fun.
through one door and there's a different room, and you go through that door and it's a dead end, and it's
cold.
just weird.
And
When
it's
you walk
very
in there,
cold.
it gets
freezing
cold.
in this place. It could be 90 degrees out. This place
I was
is
going to say, even in the
cold.
summertime when it's 100 degrees,
Yeah.
it's still cold.
We were going
Yeah.
up to the door. It was like 90 degrees out,
Yep.
and we were probably 20 yards away from the window to get
And you
in,
felt
and
the
you could
ice.
see
It
our
was like a
breath.
freezer.
Really? What is
Yeah.
it? Is it a house? Is it? What did you tell me
It's
it
a
was?
mansion. It was Hamilton Fish's mansion
In
Okay.
Garrison, New
in
York.
Garrison, New York.
I don't know why I
And
keep
then it
thinking it
became a
was her.
monastery.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
That's,
It's
I didn't want you to go.
just a weird
Yep.
place.
It's so weird. Especially
Okay.
hearing my name. Like,
It's
oh my God. I got
creepy.
goosebumps just again. Like
That's where we
hearing
had the
it. And
white
now that
mist.
you heard the hold on Leah
Yes.
And the white mist was coming out of the floor and set off the
music box
music
and the
box.
REM pod went off.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Well, maybe we
Oh,
should
you're
go.
welcome to come with
Go
us.
We can make
Yeah,
a
but
trip up.
that night with Leah, that was in a church, right? That was
Yeah.
in the church,
That's
right?
when
That
we
was in
were-
a church. There's a full church in this place.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Really? So see, I kept seeing a church.
Yeah.
There-
Now we
there's
gotta go.
all the pews are there, everything.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
Beautiful.
crazy.
Very cool.
Sorry, someone just threw something across the house.
Somebody's throwing. We got dog toys flying around off screen. We're dodging. We're dodging when we're gonna get like a dog toy slap us in the face mid sentence. So,
But yeah, now I have to go.
yeah, we're definitely gonna have to come
All
up.
right.
I'm telling him because he hears or sees nothing.
It's creepy. I mean, from the moment you cross the threshold of that window,
Yep.
Yeah.
it feels like they're saying "Game on."
You gotta go during the day. 'Cause
Remember the door? Remember, Stephen? The door kept
Oh,
moving,
the door was moving. Yep.
yeah.
and we couldn't figure it out. You hear the doorknob turning like
Ooh,
upstairs
really?
from the church. I'm like, forget this place, man.
I'd probably last a good hour and then be like, I'm done. So I
Yeah.
also have a saying that says, so we were in
Trans-Allegheny.
Trans-Allegheny, and I don't know if I told you this, but this woman was crying and crying. And I said to her, how many times have you been here? She said 5 or 6. I said, does this happen every time? And she said, yes. I'm like, why are you here?
Why coming back, right?
She's like, I don't know. It just keeps drawing me back. And I said, well, you're ruining our time. You got 5 minutes to cry that out and you're out. Like, you're done. Let's go. Let's go. Like, you should know better by now. So Frankie was like, I
That's
need to look at his shirt. You got 5 minutes to cry that out. Let's go.
Yeah. But of all the places we've been to, this place scares the hell out of me.
I was just thinking I'd probably cry. And then he would say, you got 5 minutes to
Got
cry
5
that
minutes
out.
to cry that out.
Yeah.
That's it. Get out. Have you ever been to Trans-Allegheny yet? Or
No.
Oh,
it's a cool
It's a
place.
cool
We've been
place.
there twice.
I like it there.
So
I like
so many
insane
good
asylums,
spots.
though.
yeah, so many. Penhurst. Have you been down to Penhurst? And
No,
We're
we're supposed
going.
to be
Oh,
going.
yeah.
yeah, okay,
good.
good because
They're
who knows?
closing.
Unfortunately, definitely you got to get there. Steve, you coming? You coming to Penhurst?
I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Yes.
Oh, no, you're coming. No, you're
You don't
coming.
have a choice.
You don't have a choice. You're
Yes.
just coming.
you have to go.
You got to come. That's a cool place.
Yeah, they'll probably come and just kidnap me,
Yeah.
Well, that's Easter
we're back.
weekend, right? That's Easter weekend.
Is it? I don't know. I know it's early springtime. It's
Oh, we
springtime
really
this year.
do Easter week.
April
don't
3rd.
know.
I think that's Good Friday.
Yeah, I didn't see what the dates are, but
Oh, let's look at it.
so
I already put in for work, but I'm gonna buy the tickets tomorrow and just say, "Well, I bought tickets, so
there you go.
All right, I gotta go.
Gotta go. Fine.
gotta go now."
Telling you now, in advance.
So, all righty, kids, gals, and ladies.
Maybe
So
we can meet in Penhurst.
we can meet in Penhurst. We're definitely going to come
Go to
up and pay
church.
you guys a visit.
Go to the
Awesome.
other side. We got places
That's great.
to go now.
So
Yeah,
be
check out the Manor House. I'm so curious to what you guys will put up there.
I think the fireplace is a portal.
Ooh, really?
Yeah,
Don't
'cause
tell us anymore.
in the
don't tell us
basement.
anymore. I don't want to know. La 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 la. General history, all right. Just don't.
I'm only drinking tea. I promise. It's supposed to be a stress
Peppermint tea.
Just
I
so
have coffee.
tea.
It doesn't
See,
do
that's-
me
yeah.
anything.
You should have a coffee too.
I
Steve,
have
what
a
are you
coffee.
drinking?
Steve, what are you drinking? You drinking
I'm not
anything?
drinking anything.
He
Okay.
just has a little soul that lives behind him.
Yeah.
So before we go, and actually, so we're just the NX. They switched over to their. We're still live on our channel, but NX at 10 o'clock they switch over to their channel.
So we're still on YouTube.
So we're still on YouTube. So we're still live. We're good. We can carry over a few minutes. So I want to actually. I was just thinking this before we actually let you guys go. So Steve, so since you've been on a few investigations, what are your thoughts on the paranormal, supernatural, some of the experiences that you've had?
Well, I mean, I tell you, before I started going on these investigations, like I mentioned before, I was definitely a skeptic. However, now, I mean, there are things that happened during these investigations that we couldn't debunk and we couldn't explain and we couldn't figure out
Right.
things. So I'm a little uneasy where now I kind of feel, wow, I mean, there really is something strange going on in some of these places.
Right.
You know? So I'm not, I am definitely a little more open, I would say, to it now, because I definitely experienced firsthand some of these weird phenomenon that I still have in the back of my mind to this day in a couple of these places. So yeah, it's
And one other question. Have you ever heard a disembodied voice in person on an investigation?
Have I ever heard a disembodied voice in person?
During one of the investigations. Okay.
You've just seen things and heard things.
Yes.
Or whatever.
Yes. Not voices per se.
Right.
Until we really have a chance to review it. But live, it's just been sounds like bangs,
Right.
kind of unexplained creaking of doors, different things. And when there hasn't been any wind, you know, those types of things I've witnessed firsthand.
All right.
So far, you know.
Okay. I mean, good. I just wanted to get your perspective as a new investigator and kind of, you know, we were the same thing. I mean, we've been together since high school. We're 3 years in now doing formal investigations. We did kind of the ghost history tours and walking tours whenever we were going on vacation. And
I mean, but I would see and hear things when I was little.
ish.
But this is the tea I'm drinking. Can you see that, Jenny?
Bedtime.
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 I'm going to see the tea I was drinking.
There
And
you
it's
go.
really good.
It is a good
I
tea.
can't tell you it's making me stress-free or sleepy, but it tastes really good.
So Al and Leah. So and I've gone through, like I was going, you know, doing the promos and stuff for this episode. You know, you guys have been to hella locations. So out of all the places that you've
really
been,
have.
what for each of you, what's your most favorite location? So we'll start with ladies first. Leah, you go first.
I would say I like Kings Park. I think that is my favorite spot. And we haven't been in a while, but
Okay. Al?
My favorite spot is, I have two, if I'm allowed.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
sure.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
I love Letchworth, number one. And number two is where we're going this weekend.
oh, okay.
What's the name of it?
Fairfield Hills.
Fairfield
Hospital
Hills Hospital.
in Connecticut.
Ooh.
Hospital. I like that.
Is
That's
it
my-
abandoned hospital? Abandoned
I'm sorry?
hospital, or is it an
That's
abandoned
where you're
hospital?
going this
It's
weekend.
abandoned,
Okay.
and it's crazy.
Okay.
It's crazy in there.
All right.
Lee and I were in there once, and we just heard
Banging.
like they were dragging metal furniture on
Yeah,
concrete.
it was me, Al, and Little D, and
We were in the tunnels, and you heard this upstairs, and it was so loud,
talking everything.
talking everything. Like they were a moving company in there, but there's nothing in there.
Right.
And we went upstairs, and all the floor, there was no
No
one
one there.
in there. It
Wow.
was like,
And we picked up all
we
the
couldn't
banging on
explain
our
it.
video.
We don't know what it was.
It was like they were
I don't know.
demolishing or destroying stuff upstairs. We were
But
like,
there was
oh
no
my
one
God.
there. It was just creepy. That place just freaks me out too.
Right.
Trying to think
I
which
love hospitals, but they're always freaky, but I feel like I belong there.
Oh, I got a crazy hospital for you.
Yeah.
It's right next to Letchworth.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
Right
the
down
children's.
the children's hospital.
Oh, yeah,
Steve's
yeah.
been in there.
Steve's been in there.
is that the one? That's the one with the battery, right? Or was that
No.
no?
That's the one by the soccer field at Letchworth.
Oh yeah.
That sounds like another story for
I was-
another
Yeah,
show.
definitely is.
But all right, so we just want to thank you very much.
Promos, where are you going?
I know I'm going to. I was going to get to that.
Okay,
No,
bye.
Goodbye. Thanks. Go get out of here now. Now we just want to say thank you very much for you guys coming on. It was a pleasure. I know we met briefly at the Hollow at the Hollow Power Expo with Nine Lives Paranormal briefly.
Yeah.
And then that's how we met and exchanged and stuff like that to invite you guys on.
Well,
Steve,
thank
it was
you.
a pleasure meeting you
Thank you for having me.
and getting to learn a little bit about you, and glad that you that you
Glad you've been suckered in.
suckered in, hook, line, and sinker, and being able to help these two out. So before we go, Alan, Steve, go ahead and Alan, Leah,
And Steve.
go ahead and tell us where our guests can find you on socials and stuff
Find
like
us
that.
on obviously YouTube, and then we have Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
You can find us on all those
All
platforms.
those social media platforms.
Have a nice Thanksgiving.
Have a great Thanksgiving, you guys too. Letchworth is awesome. Oh, yeah, we've only
It
gone
is.
during the day
Letchworth
too.
is the
I'm scared
go-to.
at night.
I go at night. It's just the patrolling I get nervous of with the flashlights.
You too, 305.
You too.
Yeah,
And
that's
who
Jenny,
knew that
Jenny and Mondo.
starting this would take us to where we are now? I mean, I'm writing a book now.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
cool.
Just the great people that we're meeting, like
Yeah.
As well as
yourselves
you
and everybody
guys,
else.
of course.
I mean, all this
like
took us to these places. It's just
and people
amazing.
we've met and came in
Yeah.
contact with. And
Who knew it would go this route? You know,
Right.
it's just
Well, I think people are afraid to still talk about it. Like I feel like it's more open now. Like more people are talking about it, but I feel like I always have to bring it up, and then people are like, "Oh, you do that?" Like at work, a dental
Yep.
assistant
Yeah.
throw me in
Has
to
an
talk to people,
experience.
and they're like, "Oh, well, listen to this," or
Right.
And I think a lot of people have a lot of experiences, but they're afraid to talk about it.
I think you're 100% right. So
I
no, but
love it. I just want to see where it goes, and
Well,
Yeah.
we
just
we
wait for
definitely
that
can get
one capture that
Yeah.
is going to
Building
all
network.
these
Building network of
non-believers.
people.
Like,
That's
wow.
what we're building. Yeah.
Yeah, new building. That's it.
definitely.
Everybody,
The more people you
go
know,
on
the more
listening.
place you go, and people.
Oh yes,
Seeking
we
Ghosts.
have merch, guys. Look at
They got
Oh,
merch,
okay.
right?
You
Seeking-
really
Seeking-
can't see it, and I'm not good
Seeking
at this
Ghosts.
job.
Seeking Ghosts with
There we go.
A&L.
There we go. I've been
And
wearing
on the back it says
On the
"Creep
back.
It
Oh,
Real."
Good.
that one.
Creep it real. Creep it real.
Yep.
So if you want some
Yeah.
merch, hit us up, guys.
Please, hit them up,
Absolutely.
guys.
Thank you, Carmel and Todd, for having us.
Yep.
We
So
really had a
thanks
great
for-
time.
You guys are
Thank
great.
you.
We're gonna do our outro. Normally Chris does this, so I got to live up to Chris. Is such a natural
Oh, you
doing
can
this.
do it.
So this is going to bring us to our end of our journey this evening into the unknown. Just a big thank you to Al and Leah from Seeking Ghosts with A&L. Steve, thank you for
Thank you.
hopping on and giving us a little insight to how you're
A
helping
newcomer.
a newcomer and helping them out with
Yeah.
their editing and showcasing the amazing work that
Steven's
they
the
do
best.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We love them.
If you're not already following them, like they said, be sure to follow them on their socials. To everyone listening, we appreciate your support. If you haven't, please give us a like this show, which we always forget to do. It's like, hey, we're having a good time because it's not. Listen, we're here to, like you said, meet people and stuff like that. And but yeah, we appreciate the follows, the likes, the subscribes.
And They subscribe
Next-
to them, guys.
And
So,
for them,
and for them,
all of us.
right? So until next time, keep searching, keep questioning, and no matter what the shadows lead you to, stay haunted. Everybody have a great night.
Thanksgiving.
Happy
Have a good
Thanksgiving to
holiday.
everybody.
Thanksgiving, everyone.
We will, we'll see you next week.